Paris-Brest is one of my favorite French classics. If you want to know how to do such a beautiful one, join me and I'm gonna teach you. Let's start with the Praliné. It's made from 50% almonds and 50% hazelnuts. First, roast the nuts, 160 degrees Celsius, 12 minutes, just to give them a little basic color. Prepare a simple syrup from sugar and water. Once it reaches 105 degrees Celsius, add all the nuts once and stir. Thanks to the water, the sugar coats every piece of nut, which will give us a perfect caramelization later on. Most of the water has evaporated now, so keep caramelizing over low heat until you reach this gorgeous color. Pour everything onto baking paper or tray and spread it into the thinnest layer you can so it cools evenly. Now comes a little trick. Pick out a few beautiful coated almonds and hazelnuts and set them aside. You'll use them later as a decoration for your Paris-Brest. The next day, break the caramel with nuts into pieces and blend it in a food processor until smooth. The texture is totally up to you. The longer you blend, the finer it becomes. I'm a fan of a rustic texture, so I blend it shortly. Roughly chop a few almonds with their skin on. We'll use these to sprinkle over the Paris-Brest before baking. I added maybe a little too much, but it doesn't matter. Now let's make the choux pastry. Milk and water, butter, eggs, flour, and honey. I love adding honey. It gives the pastry a beautiful color when it's baked. If you're not sure how to make choux pastry properly, check out my other video, 7 tips for perfect choux, where I explain everything in details. Don't forget to blend your eggs until completely smooth, for example. So now bring the liquid to boil, add flour, cook it out, and dry the dough. And transfer to a mixer and let it cool. The temperature of the dough and of eggs is crucial, so definitely watch the other video for more. Now let's gradually add the eggs until you get a perfectly smooth, silky consistency. Just give it some time. Now the dough is ready. Now it's time to choose your favorite piping tip for the Paris-Brest. It's totally up to you. I'm using a fine star tip, 13 millimeters, but feel free to pick any you like. Now it's time to mark a circle on your tray, like this. Mine was 16 centimeter. I dipped the ring in flour and stamped the circle onto the tray, so it's easy to follow. Don't rush the piping. As you can see, I hold the tip quite high above the tray and control the pressure with my hand to keep the thickness even. If the tip touches the surface, you'll press the dough down and never get this beautiful shape. So take your time. Now, this is what a large Paris-Brest should look like. Now we're gonna sprinkle it with chopped almonds. And we're gonna pipe a second slightly larger inner ring. It adds more pastry and helps later with stability and holding the cream. Bake until beautifully golden. Start at a higher temperature, then lower it. That's always the rule with the choux. Any almonds that fell off during baking, save and then put them back on the pastry. Now on the cream. Use soft butter, add the Praliné, and then fold in the crème pâtissière. If you don't know how to make one, there's another video on my channel, crème pâtissière, so just follow it step by step. Now whip everything together until it becomes light and airy, exactly like this. Cut the top of the Paris-Brest and pipe the first layer of the cream onto the bottom. It doesn't matter whether you go in circles or smooth lines, do whatever you prefer. But practice makes everything easier. Here you can see my inner ring didn't come out perfectly, so I'll simply cut it into 4 pieces. What matters is that it gives structure and adds more pastry, so it's not just the cream. Now pipe the cream all the way around using a classic star tip, the one everyone associates with Paris-Brest. That's why I chose it. Take your time, don't rush, make a beautiful Paris-Brest. Now add another layer of cream on top to make it beautifully rich. Again, it can go straight or just like the way you see. Now place the top back on and let's decorate our Paris-Brest. Now you can see mine cracked a little, but it's fine. It happens sometimes with larger pastries. Now it's time for the hazelnuts and almonds. Arrange the decorative Praliné pieces randomly without aiming for a perfect pattern. Creating some controlled chaos is often the hardest part. Now do the exactly same thing with the rest of your cream and create some beautiful pattern on the top of our Paris-Brest. Now place all caramelized hazelnuts and almonds on the top. They will shine and the final effect will be amazing. If you want to eat this beautiful Paris-Brest by yourself, enjoy it, but call your friends and family and enjoy it with them. Good luck.